Down and lower. Shots connecting. Twist hits the head. And m0NESY's got all the util, so that's a massive trade back to keep this round alive for G2. They would have no game plan if he falls here, and he still might. Perfect flash peek. Brokey gets that kill. Maybe a smoke dropped in lower. G2 can't wait for it. They've got to run right up into the site. They'll make it for now, but Rain's trying to pick them on that cross. Bomb makes it in. m0NESY with a long punt and a P250. He's going to need to step up.
Yeah, gonna have to do a lot here, his old mate m0NESY. Flashing over, JKS dead, and now, Karrigan comes swinging up. And so FaZe do lock in a pistol. Kind of even cool, you know, having this this FaZe versus JKS, obviously, because, you know, we talk about that Katowice matchup, we talk about FaZe v G2 there, and obviously it was with JKS standing in, so kind of a double agent now as he's joined the other side.
Yeah, you know, he was fast. Have been solid so far this Pro League, so I'm excited to see if that can keep up in this game. Awkward smoke hits G2 in the back, but they're going to have to commit.
Oh, they don't believe in the car check, and Rain's even helping out from the double doors. That's going to send G2 away. That bomb doesn't want to go into the B site alone, so NIKo starts to go back through the tunnels. Hunter now needs to give them a kind of way out of this one. Creeping through short. Karrigan's seen him, but it's a little late to that check. And so suddenly there is a path opened up into the A bomb site.
Bomb's trapped. No util.
That's a little awkward. You can see m0NESY's moving back around to try and help out, right? He's going to attempt to lend a helping hand to this bomb from the top of middle.
They seem to know because they saw this B attempt earlier on in the round, and even though it fell apart, I think they've realized that this bomb hasn't crossed yet. m0NESY has to get this kill. Unless Rain walks doors, NIKo could just dig him out of the round. There it is.
Oh, no.
Oh, saved by the bell. NIKo's going to get that molly in, and he should be able to cross up catwalk if he needs.
Even having that kill is a little problematic, though. Oh, Hunter went and retrieved the smoke from Karrigan's body.
They're making it work.
They're scavenging all the pieces to make this round happen. Hunter's been entrusted with the bomb, but he is here alone. If Brokey drops it, he wins the round. But Brokey's suspicious that they're already in the site. He's thinking, like, there's no way the bomb's crossing on its own right now. It was, and that was his best opportunity to win it. This might just be a save now for FaZe.
Trying to get an exit, knows they'll come towards long at the end. He might have something here. Knives are out, Hunter pulls a gun, but it's too late. Robs of the exit, and even staying around for a second. But NIKo crosses back. G2 on the board early as their force buy finds success.
It's competitive right out of the gate, and that's exactly what we want from this matchup. That force buy, the landing being stuck by G2. It's impressive. It's even more impressive when you think about how it all kind of started. This was the real, you know, one of the swing kills that really kick-started the round.
As long as these A players don't fall, Robs has great timing. He's in no hurry, however. Going to go back and clear all of T-spawn. With Hunter holding outside of B late, he's either waiting for a flank or G2 provided a path to go back. They won't. They're going to commit as he's flashed into a fight. Brokey gets a kill, and the molly comes down to stall things out. Hunter can lurk B. It is empty.
Yeah, but he's kind of feeling a bit of an urge to come and get involved here, to still try and play into this. And even if they try to go back to join him, Long is now accounted for by Rops in this M4. So in a way, Hunter has to come over. Hunter has to come and help out with the A play. Not going to have him on hand to late lurk through that B site, let you know it's clear, but he will be arriving on Cat in the perfect moment. Brokey blowing out, and Karrigan gonna fall in the take of the A site. They do overrun FaZe. A really nice little adjustment there just to clean up the catwalk. You know, get rid of these kind of deeper angles that FaZe could have had, and they did.
Yeah, these early couple of rounds are really conditioning FaZe away from that B site as well. They never even saw nor heard Hunter towards B, and he comes out late catwalk as well. FaZe are going to be even more scared to, you know, flank middle and come up on Xbox plays to try and retake A site. So G2, once they start throwing in B executes as well, this T site can get very good very quickly. We do have all the makings of a 3-mapper here with the veto. Keep in mind, NIKo is up next, and it's one that FaZe have been untouched on for a while now. Question is, will the new in-game leader of G2 and whatever prep they've put in be enough to overwhelm?
Yeah, you know, the fact that like Rops has kept this m0NESY out since they won the pistol it's quite nice. You know, he's always got something to offer up in rounds like this. If you get dealt it, this m0NESY is going to be in the right place at the right time. So if Rops has a big individual moment here, who knows, FaZe could do something. It's going to take a hell of a lot. He's got teammates in the window just trying to draw them in. They've seen twists now. Smoke goes out. Gonna give them a bit of a veil to try and cross in behind. Going up, going over. Rops not looking for the jump up. Gonna have to flick for it if NIKo does decide to commit to this. Damage done. Carrigan's P250 strikes first. At this point, they still don't know about Rops at the car, but m0NESY's gonna clear him out. And Hunter and JKS do the rest. That's the 3-1 for G2.
Talk of patience. I love how G2 slowed down in that round as well. They know that FaZe don't want to fully rotate. They don't want to commit just yet, just off of 1 or 2 players spotted at B. They throw that front sight smoke. They're able to drop a molly. That should stop anyone from going into the site. Carrigan doesn't care anyway. He jumps in. But G2 just stand around in the tunnel entrance and wait for the kills to get gifted. Eventually, FaZe go for fights. Carrigan blind at long as Hunter takes that opening kill and HooXi dives pit side, almost catching Rain's retreat. And G2, what you'll notice in a lot of these rounds, not this one yet, is they've had more often 4-1s. You know, Hunter outside of B on a long take, right there, JKS holding long on the B take.
Yeah, it's Rops, get 2 or lose, and he's already fired off. Oh my goodness!
Oh, he got 2.
2.5 ain't bad. Hunter's down low. That's going to keep FaZe interested. And right now, they've got a 3v2 over at this B bomb site. More damage through the smoke this time. NIKo and Hunter both looking worse for wear. Rain's even wrapping the tunnels quickly. NIKo having to put on a bit of a show here, but it's just 1 kill from him. m0NESY very, very far away, but they don't have the kit. He doesn't know that.
Force him to set up on catwalk to stop that A take if G2 were to commit on their long pick. And with them being away from long A, it just meant they were super quick to get into that B site once the entries came in. Helped out by Rops' double, or 2.5 as you say, but Rain's flank and tunnel is so speedy there. And just off the plant, they're immediately dead. Full stick for FaZe. They find a second. Fast out long for G2 though. NIKo.
How's he still alive?
No idea. The smoke creates a bit of a barrier.
There we go. Finally, right? It was about time.
All it took was 2 mags and 2 nades.
Yeah.
Oh, they saw him.
Honestly, now going to get down into the pit as well. This AWP set up once more, and they know they've got a guy trapped in at the car. m0NESY moves out to try and flush b0NESY into the open. Gonna hold his ground for now, but there is another Molotov ready to go in. His teammates have got smokes back in the site, so he's not completely screwed. Carrigan can save him if the molly is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, they're gonna need to. Will this molly go through? Hunter gets off, but he's gonna throw it in front. Make sure it lands deep. m0NESY's trapped. Carrigan saves him again.
There's that side smoke.
This is just time wasted. It's the same as, you know, smoking a choke point, albeit a little more dangerous. G2, 45 seconds. They've eventually got to move up, and they'll actually use that smoke to get a lot of position. Once that fades, they know exactly where he is. This should be a G2 kill.
Yeah, b0NESY always in a bit of a rough way there. The 4v4 found. Carrigan with the swing decides to get involved. He's done waiting around.
Okay.
And in 1 mag, he's laid waste to G2. m0NESY will trade him. 20 seconds left. He's running up like he wants to attempt this, but surely not. Onto the AK now, hiding out of the car, going up, going over, but not the other kill for m0NESY. Carrigan.
You've always got to have an anti-flash player, right? You've always got to have someone looking into the wall coming up long, but G2 are just trying to pounce on b0NESY, and that timing, all the util there for FaZe, from the double nading pit to the 2 smokes used on car to that flash, it could not have gone better. He's feeling like he wants to take fights, but not all of them get one. b0NESY picks him in mid to start the round. I still do expect a very explosive matchup here. I hope we can get that out of m0NESY as well. NIKo's got his AWP now.
Yeah, I like that NIKo's, you know, used that extra smoke at least, right? Just to throw one down onto the Xbox, trying to put a bit of misdirection out of this, and it's util that was going free anyway. Oh, Rops. Oh, no, Rops! Oh, dear, baby, no! He ran into the molly, then into a corner he thought was safe, but it wasn't safe because mollies have legs, they can move, and it followed him. Brokey missing a shot in middle. Do not say that that Molotov kill is the thing that lets G2 back into the round. Oh dear. Rain's on his edge. JKS will finish the job, and G2 are making this happen. Twists. Oh my goodness. He needs to show up now in a big way in this little corner. Spammed! Hunter never even saw him.
Wow.
Oh no! G2 with a fourth, and it starts in the most ludicrous of ways. They might have lost m0NESY from the get-go on that mid-fight. Oh, I don't want to relive
It looked
this.
safe. I mean, it looked pretty safe. He realized that is...
Dude, look at how much it really followed him. It really followed him.
I never see Robs looking like pissed. Like you see people hit desks or roll their eyes or do whatever. Robs is just like...
Is this the Hunter twist kill? Yeah, it is. Like, look at that.
Good check. I mean, you know, you see that a lot of players moving into position.
It's just Rain, if he gets anything done with the USP here, I'll be impressed. Oh, NIKo, double opener. And the A site now belongs to G2. FaZe already thinking about saving, really. And saving what? That's the question. You'd love to take something out of this round with you.
Even on this lurk, Hunter is so passive. He's just waiting for that bomb, so FaZe are convinced. And then he can clean up some exits. Although, don't want to give a gun over here. Nice headshot. Brokey behind the site, and he knows it. Just got the round in the palm of his hand. 5 alive for G2, so it should be. And 5 on the T side, a guarantee.
Yeah, Robs, he's been waiting in mid since the start of the round, but cleared immediately, of course.
We won't make that mistake, but 45 seconds, eventually G2 realize the kills aren't going to have to come to them. They've got to make an execute happen.
Oh, well, they go and seek it, but that first fight goes the way of FaZe. Now they spot this man at ramp. Brokey's been seen. No flashes to help him here, so he's going to get dealt with immediately. Oh, A-site starting to fall into G2 control. It's still fine for FaZe. They can try and group to play retake here. Smoke spam would be lovely, and they're going to get it. Twists just as NIKo's about to escape to safety. Able to tip the scales back in favor of FaZe Clan. Karrigan sees this smoke, but that's not going to deter him. And if anything, having that smoke down, if you think that's going to make the back any more secure, then you might be sorely mistaken. Those 2 kills come in very, very quick. And JKS holds on. 5 points of health, but still putting up numbers. Rops in the 1v2, and so much time's elapsed, he can't justify it anymore. Oh no, this one. It was looking good for a moment there. There was some real glimmers of hope in this for FaZe. And G2 have snuffed them out right at the buzzer.
Looks he should have the AWP though. Bomb's going to throw it to him, and he's okay. That's a great crossfire from G2, and you saw how screwed, I think it was Rain got there. He jumps for the info, trying to get that kill in a 4-on-3, because JKS is on the elbow on the corner. Rain just jumps into him essentially. He thought it was clear after killing m0NESY, and then m0NESY swings in tandem. Perfect post plant out of G2 into B. Robs will get that kill, and Hunter gone from the round. NIKo doesn't want to dig that grave any deeper, so does not attempt the trade. It's a safe play, playing for the late round. Robs does get killed as NIKo spams him. Smoke fired back by Twist, but NIKo is coming through. That's such an aggressive play.
Let's be clear, right now, NIKo's just calmed it. He's like, guys, don't even bother trying to take long. Whatever m0NESY was saying, just ignore it. Come back to me. I've got all of B. And so G2 are just going to take this one in their stride. m0NESY spotting heads over in middle. Karrigan versus NIKo's taking place in the B site, and now they don't have it anymore. The bomb's going to have to go back through spawn and into A, but it's really not the end of the world, that one kill.
I can't believe NIKo pretends he's leaving, walks all the way out. Oh, crikey. All the way out of B, only to walk back in through his own smoke and get a double kill. Yeah, do you want to save it? I would. Karrigan, thank you very much.
I know, because he's hit 2 blinders, there's probably a part of him in the back of his mind that's like, oh, but I could.
Well, he's not,
but I could.
Usually an AWPer, but he has been known.
m0NESY is coming to try and take it off of him, and he will. Gets that AWP out right at the end.
Massive.
Honestly, for G2, that's a nice little bonus, right? Just denying that AWP save means that...
A low player at A is temptation for G2, and they're going to walk up catwalk. NIKo flashing h0NESY. He's going to drop spawn with this. Oh, b0NESY forced to fire, and he can't get behind cover. He is so damn blind, and h0NESY will capitalize. NIKo now takes the reins. I love that molly. If there was an AWP on the corner, it would, not be able to see through the smoke of it. This round is already done.
Yeah. And once more, I just want to give some props to the calling, really. h0NESY gets one of the kill that wins the round here as well. But more so than that, he's done such a good job of conditioning FaZe throughout this first, 10 rounds of gameplay that it's going to be these very, very slow rounds. It's going to be these slow, methodical defaults. And, you're not at all ready for it. Even here, G2 trying to hunt the guns right at the end. And even taking one out is a big win.
And the crazy part about that, like we've seen a lot of 4v5 wins already for G2 in this game, but if you lose, if NIKo flashes h0NESY there and h0NESY just dies immediately, it's not the end of the world. If that's your least firepower player out of the round, you still have an insane amount of entry ability to bring back that 4-on-5 later.
He wants to fight this. Oh, and with good reason on the smoke fade. You could just tell with how he was looking at it, he really wanted that smoke to be gone and to have this open sight line into middle, catching b0NESY. There is this flank through the tunnels. Nice for Rops. It's at least going to give way to the 4v4. And now G2 are going into a stack out at long. Knives around. Oh! They were not ready for these sorts of numbers. And so suddenly this gets a lot more interesting. 20 seconds and the bomb's dropped at long. NIKo, he kind of needs you to fight him. He needs both fights here if he wants to win this. And with only one man fighting, twists over at the long side. This round should not be winnable for NIKo. Lovely one for FaZe. The last 5 rounds in a row falling to G2. But it's that one on a low econ round that they squeak something past them.
Yeah, not ready. The first misread for G2. Absolutely unexpected. Triple long setup there in that round.
NIKo's even crept all the way out through long while this is happening. So right now, FaZe, they're trying to plug this hole in CT. They're trying to figure out what's going on in middle. They lose that fight. JKS was out on an island, but that didn't stop him from winning it. And then you even have this late activation of NIKo, if you need it, ready to pounce around the long side. FaZe, this A bomb site is about to get tested in a very real way, and they're failing on every level of the curriculum right now, man. NIKo arriving over at long, ready to cut down the rotates. b0NESY walks to his death, and Rops is left saving all the way over at B.
Who doesn't want to take that?
Yeah, plus, to a certain degree, it's almost personal, like this is, there's a lot of history between these teams, between these players. There's even very recent overlap at Katowice, even as far as JKS, now donning the G2 jersey, despite being the FaZe stand-in at that event that they won. Even if,
leaders.
Exactly, it's like across kind of every level of measuring this up, there is some sort of existing rivalry there. So I think it is a kind of personal one for G2. They don't want to win this for anything to do with the group. They want to win this to show that they can win this. Not just to us, but to themselves as well.
I really want to see G2 tested. This is a great, great eye test to end this group, or at least the last couple of days of it. That's unfortunate for Rain. Karrigan was all the way up mid though, so he will get the trade. But Rain definitely didn't expect to be exposed at that point. Want to see quick 1-for-1 in middle. G2 have to do it without their star sniper.
I'm not concerned for them just yet. Oftentimes the routing's been so good that they've just kind of turned these ones around in what feels like a millisecond. Now this time, that push from NIKo, cancelled out by Karrigan over at short, has given the man advantage the other way. FaZe sat pretty. Hunter wants to try and trade this. They're really trying to give the illusion that it's this play at A, but Karrigan breaking that illusion apart. Rops still sat waiting inside of this B site. He's been waiting a long time for a fair gunfight as Rops, and he'll win that first one. h0NESY dead. JKS followed up onto. And between Rops and Karrigan, they find a 5th round for FaZe Clan.
He ticked in it. It's likely NIKo heard it. Goes for that perfect headshot fight. Really good advantage for NIKo, and he just gets bopped by Karrigan, who even flicks back off the flash and kills Hunter. Like, what a perfect... Oh! Okay, well, reality sets in very quickly, doesn't it, b0NESY? 4-12 on the guy, but he's been getting pretty wrecked through these mid-smokes. But with one comes two, and maybe even a flash to boot. Carrigan,
oh my god, the timing on that.
They don't need to respect that smoke if they don't want to. They can flash through it, they will. They chase him down. Lovely hunt for m0NESY. Flash over the top, and they're just gonna run it into the site.
Hell yeah, they are. Rain doing everything he can, but he's very much alone here. Just one player trying to make all the difference for FaZe. Smoke's really making him feel a little claustrophobic now as they make their way up the short side. He dropped it for himself originally. Hunter dead. Ropz on this rotate now spotted. They learn about him. Twists is here as well, but wrapped through middle. NIKo's got the round in the palm of his hand. Both there and both dead. G2 up on a double digits. It's a storming start to their map pick in this series.
Doesn't block it, he wants the taps instead, but they're already very wide, and m0NESY is dead. He hangs around in that angle. Smoke drop in the back of A. Too many targets. FaZe make it into the site, and a good flash to get Hunter. Rain capitalizes upon it. m0NESY trading. G2 just trying to hold on, but FaZe is squeezing this round by. It's a safe plant, forcing them to stay in the site. Twist can't really help out. There's no flanker. G2 are moving in fast.
m0NESY, with his USP, leads the charge. Dead after the first. These are good trades back for FaZe. And it's going to get left on a NIKo in the 1v3. Now, Twists comes back from long. He's here at the crossing, and they might just look to triple peek this on Twists' contact. He's now been spotted, and this is where all of them throw themselves at NIKo. Lovely little bit of safeguard in that round from FaZe. You can see that idea coming together. And that's a little bit reassuring here, just to stop NIKo doing anything wild in the clutch.
Yeah, USPs are terrifying, man. But PC50s with armor, that's a whole different
Also,
beast.
I do just want to say, you said m0NESY probably not going to die there. Got one tapped. But NIKo's taking a bit more of a passive angle. Instead, trying to set up his teammate over at short with a flash. That will leave m0NESY to hold down the long side, but both ends of this little hold find success. m0NESY's dead after the first shore, and they are spilling into the site, but right now, G2 is still in a spot where they can give this round a go.
They're in no hurry. JKS has a nade, but he's just a long way out right now. He can't stop this plant. Broky's also low on long side, but the bomb is for him. G2. Are they going to give this a go? JKS checks flank, and now they come and group back up on the catwalk. Everyone here but the player down in spawn. They're running it in. m0NESY headshot by Ropz in the site. Nade is good, though, for a trade. 3 on 2. The time is the problem. There's no kit.
Yeah, so they don't have a lot of seconds to work with, but they're quick here. These are smooth. This could still work out. They lose the long player. JKS with the deagle.
Ow.
Finishes off the job. The nade started that retake, and then there's JKS's deagle to close it. G2 with a force buy win here. Get that one past FaZe. An immediate 5v3 upon the peak at long, and the flash in a short. They lose the site. They have to retake in the 4 versus 3. They give a lot of time for JKS to move in with the nade.
Double mid smoke and even dribble one out of front tunnels. Maybe nades into B?
Yeah, they have like the perfect util to mid to B. Right, 2 smokes for the cross, then in tunnels you got a smoke to get your players out, and the molly was the nice touch. That's what I wanted to home in on. Ropz has got that to try and displace players in B. It's not gone swimmingly. They've all kind of been locked out from the get-go. Twist did sneak up mid. His success story is pretty abruptly brought to an end. Ropz trying to dodge these shots, and he catches hands instead. Finding the conversion, breaking the money of FaZe, and looking to go 13 rounds up, Hugo.
m0NESY's 5-1 in openers as well, and you know that's the one was the Broky mid pick in the first half, but he has been sick, and G2 have no sign of slowing down.
Just a pop flash through the mid doors. Hunter's caught by it, but he's playing so far back that, you know, that flash was for someone close mid to try and run them down, to try and beat them there. Instead, slipping up the catwalk, Sure, you've got a bit of control now. You've got some ground taken over towards short, but it won't amount to anything here for FaZe. All they're really hoping for is that they're fed a kill. Just like that, Robs. At 1 HP and still trying to stay alive with the Glock. It's very wishful thinking for FaZe.
m0NESY ends the entire round here. 3 kills on his plate, and it's done. 13 to G2, 4 alive. This is FaZe's only chance to stop that beating. Put their hands over their head for a second.
And now they've got this real estate up the catwalk. m0NESY lies in wait, though. And on the AWP drop-down spot, he's going to be in a great place to just get one, get the hell out of there. And already that's throwing problems the way of FaZe. There's no real method to trade that one. You have that 1 millisecond where he's vulnerable, and then once he's out of there, m0NESY ain't coming back. But here he is coming back, actually. He does want to do it all over again. That smoke makes him reconsider. Instead, swapping out with NIKo, who's going to try and play up close to the smokes. If FaZe look to move up the catwalk, they're not running into just one man with this AWP. Now NIKo is here as well. That was mid, I guess.
Yeah.
m0NESY catching them moving out into middle. So now FaZe have got no choice but to fight for this side control. m0NESY trapped, NIKo swinging, dead after the first, but m0NESY still just keeps throwing himself in to fight after fight. Tag from the AWP, the Hooksy's able to close. Don't have that AWP on the other side to step up and counteract it.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like FaZe are on one, right? It's like that MIBR game where FaZe came in very cold. No one's hitting the shots that we expect to see out of these players. Helped out by G2 just throwing great utility all game. Supportive flashes coming out on both halves. Smokes down at the choke points there as FaZe try and get up catwalk. That was pretty cooked. And now G2 is just flexing their muscles, reminding FaZe what they're up against. 3 kills as they rush T-spawn in the opening few seconds. Carrigan in that round even tried that mid to A play that we saw yesterday that completely shredded outsiders, but even m0NESY was ready for it from ramp. You can't pull the wool over G2's eyes. And it's them putting stitches in FaZe right now. 2 more. Rain gets a kill. Twist gets picked. And m0NESY's ready to finish this one yet again. This will be 15 rounds for G2 and a last-ditch attempt for FaZe to remain in this map and not have it be a complete catastrophe. So it feels unlikely, feels impossible, in fact. It feels like, Harry, we'll need to rely on Nuke if this game was ever going to be competitive, because G2 have not had to work hard.
And keep the Dust 2 dream alive, but G2 better armed in this one, right? Still getting to be the only team donning an AWP. That gives m0NESY so much freedom here, and he's in the right place at the right time again. Over towards long, there's a double setup for G2. NIKo down in the pit has been dealt with. That's an opener. Rain takes it one step further, spamming Hooksy out through the smoke. m0NESY trapped in at the car, said that he's got the AWP for a bit more freedom, but it doesn't matter when Rain's hitting shots like that. Hunter on this rotate also cut down. And so FaZe, they bring the guns back out, and they stay afloat.
A nice late long exec for FaZe as well. They even dropped that smoke in the long doors preemptively to put out the Molotov. That really signals that they're rushing out long, but G2 see nothing, use all their util, and then suddenly the AWP smoked off, and Rain just hits some bangers, clears back pit, when NIKo was set up so well to just win that round. FaZe don't fall for it. And Rain does hit some bangers. That pre-fire one tap on the corner, sheesh. JKS trying to save, and he's had a damn good game, as we've already said, but caught with this nice foul. There will be no survivors. 7 rounds for FaZe, their first T-side round since the pistol, but still G2 not in a case of worry just yet.
Getting the job done alone.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like when FaZe go quiet and have these maps, and they happen on Dust more than anywhere else, really. It's always Rain just being the solo player, being the only guy to make a bit of a ruckus. Rops is also here, up at the same scoreline, but more often than not, it does feel like that old reliable player of Rain is always there. Even if FaZe aren't. Missed Molly. That was meant to land on catwalk for Twist, and it would have been big. There's 3 players short side now for G2. FaZe can't push them off either which way. They've just got to commit with the long smokes. Robs can't really do a lot from T-spawn right now. It's a 4-on-4 inside of the site.
Yeah, Robson's making sure they haven't been pushed in top mid, but his teammates might need a bit of a helping hand here. They're already moving up into the site, and the nades have really done a number on them before they even make it in. 2 players down. Robs trying to pick up the pace to come in on a backstab all the way up cap, but his teammates are getting decimated in the meantime. And so unless he can 1v5, it's done. G2.
Wow.
Steel Dust 2 away at 16-7. Very convincing opening map from them here. Not even close. The FaZe, their hopes now rest on Nuke. They've got to turn it around on their home map.